think, or is there any way which we can move towards influencing neighboring states in coming up with the same ideology? Because Africa is a continent, and if part of the continent is still under the white supremacy, we can't reach the goal.
Yes, that's why, comrades, we talk about the development of the African economy. That's why the last line says, let the winds of economic freedom blow from the south to the west. We have to find international friends. We can't sustain a socialist project in isolation. We can't even sustain a revolutionary project in isolation. We have to find friends. We have to build international friends. They are there. But we have to do everything in parallel. It's not have friends first and then engage in a revolution. No. Where we get gains, we must get gains. That's why you must read the Communist Manifesto. You must read it. Even the Wretched of the Earth talks about the anti-colonial movement and the different challenges it comes across, and that those are sometimes necessary challenges. The backtracks, the failures, they've got important lessons for the very liberation that we seek. The failures are an opportunity for the very liberation that we seek at some instances. So it will never be achieved in isolation. That will be, yes, we've got to find friends. We've got to have a commitment to think all the time about our revolution in the interest of the oppressed of the world, beginning with the continent of Africa and its diasporic populations. That's why we engage in a Palestinian solidarity campaign, Swaziland, Western Sahara. We engage in the engagement of China, the Caribbean, and all those things. We engage in the Cuban, the release of the Cuban Five, and I hear that there's been a significant progress in that direction. Now, with regards to the NDR, well, it's not in our language anymore. That's a problem ANC people have to think about. Our revolution is economic freedom. The name of our revolution is economic freedom. In our lifetime, whatever the odds, with whatever revolutionary means possible. I'm trying to warm your hearts, comrades, with the revolutionary passion. You must believe. You must become absolutely committed. And we must be prepared. We must be prepared. We must teach our people every day that no one is coming to liberate them. No one. That it's in our hands. So, in this lifetime, we're not going to postpone it. We declare our forefathers a great inspiration. We honor them for the contribution. But we also critique them for the stolen revolution of '94. We critique them. And we declare the living ones sellouts. We declare them cowards. We declare them low self-esteemed individuals whose only interest is to execute governance on behalf of the white monopoly capitalists. So we seek a liberation, we seek self-sufficiency, we seek self-determination, and that seeking, its objective is economic freedom. The name of dignity today, it could have a different meaning in the 1990s. It could have had a different name in the 1980s. The name of human dignity is economic freedom. You'll hear our input on human rights day. The most important human right needed today is economic rights and its economic freedom. The most important emancipation is economic emancipation. Because a woman who's got resources in a society that is classless doesn't have to take nonsense from a guy.
Yes.
And I don't know why you do if you are in here. You must not take nonsense from a guy. Your no must be no and your yes must be yes. The name of human dignity today is economic. What's going on? Confused regarding other concepts. No. We call it economic freedom. Our economic freedom is not philosophical economic reductionist. You get what I mean? We're mobilizing. We're doing a bigger, the name of a much more bigger project. It's a human project. It's a human economic freedom. Professor Ashila Mbembe wrote in the Mail and Guardian last year, the most important term to enter the South African lexicon in the last 20 years is economic freedom. Says that thing was not there. Where is it? Who talked of economic freedom? As like our strike, we are the first to have completely captured society's imagination in the name of economic freedom. So that is our struggle. Never cover. But what is the name of our struggle? Economic freedom. What is our mission? Economic freedom in our lifetime. What do we seek to achieve? Economic freedom in our lifetime. What is our vision? Economic freedom in our lifetime. Why do we want land expropriation without compensation? Economic freedom in our lifetime. Why do we want nationalization of mines and other strategic industries? Economic freedom in our lifetime. There is October. Does it make sense? Why do you want free education? So that, and in branches it's nicer to teach like that. To teach like that. This economic freedom is so that bread, salt, water, soul can be there for all. That everybody will have a teacher to teach them how to speak and to speak as free human beings. Teachers that will teach us freedom. That will teach us, that will give us a free voice. Teachers can zombify us, you know that. They can zombify us. They can make us Bantus in the sense of the objective of Bantu education. We want education for economic freedom. One health for Spanama toilet because of economic freedom. Why should our people fight for toilets? You know, comrades, ANC must, I don't remember people marching for toilets under apartheid. Somebody needs to rise that. That is the level of indignification today. They must show, when did people march for toilets? I don't know. By a co-legislature, by protest, not under apartheid today. That is the level of indignification black people have been subjected to. They protest to ask to help themselves. That's what we're dealing with. So why do we want economic freedom? To restore the dignity to take a dam. Is it a dam? Yeah. That is what the degenerated conditions of our people are at the moment.